Hey everybody, Max Kevin here, Little Cute Podcast. Not too long. Well, big news today. You probably heard of it already. Former Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, not Abe, not Abe like Abe Lincoln, but Abe. Abe. It's two syllables. Abe. Shinzo Abe. He's dead, man. He got shot. He got shot, even though Japan doesn't have any guns. You know, because the guy that shot him, I guess he made a gun. You know, you're just like, oh, no guns, huh? All right, let me just go to Home Depot real quick. I'll buy some goddamn plastic pipe. I don't know, it looked like a plastic pipe. Did you see it? I don't know, it just looked like two plastic pipes. Yeah, that's the thing about banning guns is that, like, you know, it's kind of a very primitive object, you know? It's like you can't exactly ban hammers. You know what I mean? You can't ban objects, you know? Anyway, this is kind of a sad day over here in Japan, you know? Everyone in Japan's kind of a downer mood, you know, I guess. I mean, I don't really care. I mean, it is kind of fucking crazy. It is pretty crazy that this dude, he got shot here over in Japan, you know? Japanese people aren't very violent, you know? You know, if anything, I thought someone would try to stab him or something, you know? But, yeah, man, that's a bummer. It's a bummer, dude. You know, of course, you know, it happened when I was in class. I was in my class, and, like, all my students came in. They're like, oh, my God, Abe got shot, you know? They're all looking on their phones, you know, watching the video. Like, they don't really care. You know, none of these kids care because they're all too young. They're all too young rapscallions, you know? They were probably 10 years old when he got elected there. So, you know, they were just like looking at it like it's, you know, like an Instagram post or whatever. They're just like, oh, my God, Abe got shot, yeah. Well, if, you know, his politics were terrible. Holy shit, man. He did this thing called Abenomics over here, which is basically spend a bunch of money, you know? Like Japan was slumping, you know, Japan's economy was slumping. And, you know, they had the, yeah. Yeah, this is Abe's legacy, all right? This is his political legacy is, you know, when I first arrived here in Japan, the yen was 70, it was 70 yen to the dollar, right? The yen was very strong, you know? And, you know, the propaganda on the news was like, oh, no, this is terrible. Deflation is terrible. Our people getting richer is terrible. We don't want that. We need inflation so all of our people can get poorer, you know? And of course, Abe got elected there. He did this thing called Abenomics, you know, which was his name, mixed with economics, which basically he just printed a cosmic fuck ton of money, you know, kind of like he just did a little Federal Reserve thing, you know, quantitative easing. And then the yen depreciated back to 100, you know? And that's great. That's great for Japanese exports. Only problem is Japan imports more than they export, so I don't know. Why people are so dumb whenever I talk about this with Japanese people, you know, with like the yen, with the yen, they're like, well, Japan's an export-based economy. Well, not really. No, it imports more than it exports. And the exports only make up for like 10% or 20%. So, yeah, actually, it's better for the country overall to have an appreciating currency because they have a, what's the opposite of trade surplus? Trade deficit? Have a trade deficit. Anyhoot, sucks to be that guy. I wonder if there's going to be a new holiday over here in Japan, you know? Dead Abe Day. Probably not. You know, in Japan, they don't like to talk about dead people. You know, like one of my friends actually messaged me today. He's like, don't talk about Abe, whatever you do. Japanese people don't like that when you talk about dead people. I don't know. It's very taboo over here, you know. That's another interesting thing in Japan. You know, they don't really have bad words over here. Like fuck you, asshole, dipshit, motherfucker, cocksucker, titties, cunt licker, you know. They don't have any words like that. Basically, well, actually, they have eat shit, right? So cry, which is like eat shit, right? They say that a lot. And but actually, the worst thing you can do is tell someone to die. That's like the worst insult. You know, shine, you know, that means die, and that's a very bad thing. You're not supposed to do that. You know, it's not very nice. It's not very nice over here. You know, of course. I don't know if you guys also heard that, but Japan also made online bullying illegal. You know, you're not allowed to post mean comments online in Japan anymore. You know, Japanese people don't really use social media as much as they do. They use like the TikToks and the whatever, you know. But like as far as like posting photos online and stuff, they're not that into it as much as the Western world, I would say. Because I remember too, like in junior high school when I was teaching the junior high school there. Every year they'd have this police officer come give a little speech to the kids and like, okay, kids, don't post your photos online because the pedophiles will get them and they'll masturbate to them. So don't do that. You got to be careful what you post online. Yeah? And yeah, I've noticed that too. A lot of Japanese people are kind of, I'd say they're more careful about what they post online, like pictures and stuff. Yeah. So anyway, it's illegal to make fun of people online. You're not allowed to say mean things to people online over here anymore. So I guess I don't know. Does this count? Does making podcasts count? I mean, probably no Japanese people are going to understand what I'm saying right now because I talk kind of fast to begin with, and I also recommend that you listen on 1.5 speed so that I talk really fast and you really can't understand what I'm saying. So anyway, oh, what else is going on here? I don't know. Maybe I'll just make a short one today. I'll just make a short one today. Yeah, I know, of course, I'm doing this roast battle next week, doing a little cute little roast battle. Everybody loves those, right? Roast battles, dude. It's like you go up there on stage with another comic and just like, you're fat. And the other guy says, yeah, but you're ugly. And then you say, oh, yeah, well, you're fat and ugly. And the other guy says, oh, yeah, well, you're fat and ugly and dumb. And then everyone's like, oh, my God, it's not true. That guy's fat and ugly and dumb. Oh, my God, I got to get another beer. I guess they're very popular, So, gonna be preparing for that next week. Then, of course, my battler dude. My battler dude, we have a cute little Zoom date tomorrow. We're gonna have a cute little Zoom date. We're gonna talk about our jokes. We're gonna talk about our feelings. We're gonna talk about our emotions. We're gonna talk about, oh my God, did you see Shinzo Abe got shot yesterday? He's dead now. Oh my God, we can't talk about that though. We can't. Don't post anything bad online or you're gonna get arrested. Anyway, I guess that's it for today. Thanks for listening. Maybe see you tomorrow.